Hello. Hi, everyone. How's it going? You join me for the grand finale of Role Player Adventures. We are here at a mystical gate. No encounters to be seen. Just locations, XP, fire, tears in reality, all sorts of stuff to be found over our journey. Hopefully I'm coming through alright. Hi, Steve. Everything working okay? Good. Do you think it's looking different than normal? Like, say, than well, not yesterday because it was digital. Than like Wednesday, maybe. I can't tell now. I'm already used to how it looks. Like earlier on, when I was messing with the camera, I thought, wow, I've made it look significantly better. Now it just looks the same to me. Try and get it looking as close to actually in front of you as possible. I think the colours and stuff are a lot closer than usual. This is all stalling for time, by the way, because Rach is stuck, well, has been stuck in traffic, and will be arriving, if I check. Hey, my phone's right. If I check her ETA, she is, if our phones are to be believed, about 4 minutes away. So we can't start without her. So we'll just look at Marty for a while, right? We'll just still sit in silence and look at Marty. I think I've got all of the setup here. This, by the way, is a hefty book. This is by far the heftiest of the adventure storybooks, as you might expect, because, each one I think has gotten a little bit bigger, because as you've gone through the story, as you've made your choices, as you have accumulated tons and tons of titles over the course of the game, everything can go in a different path. It will ask you, have you got this title? Did you do this thing 8 games ago? Because it might surprise you and come back out of nowhere. And I suppose that there are a fair few locations here as well. But yeah, right from the beginning, I suppose I need to make sure the other camera is on actually. Before we get anything done, make sure all of that is working okay. I have to have that other camera off while I set up, because the remote control controls both of them. That's working fine, isn't it? Well, that camera isn't touched. So at the moment, relegated to just being the secondary role player adventures camera. What once was the big handheld camera for years is now the secondary static camera for games that need it. It's a little bit light, maybe. I think it looks okay. It could be darkened a little bit more. Could put a bit more contrast in. I found out messing around with settings on cameras when you don't really know cameras. But yes, we will be making our adventure through the Gate of Brizor Wall. You can see from, if I can just get the booklet up, just the first page of it here. So this is the page that we all always see like the normal setup. We have got some new rules just for this last adventure. So allies will join your party. When an ally card is added, place it in the active space of your party journal. It's active for all future combat and skill checks. Regroup. Every time we return to location A, we have the opportunity to advance our characters. Oh, so we can level up during this adventure. Shuffle the decks, reveal the cards, and we get a familiar card as well available to buy. After doing that, everything goes to the bottom of the decks. And finally, raising a banner. In this adventure, you are fighting for control of multiple rifts on the battlefield. As each location is resolved for one of the 3 major factions, that faction will move closer to victory. Once one faction has control of 4 or more locations, the Gate of Brizor Wall will open. Oh, so this is another thing that's going to be a bit variable throughout it then. That you're only going to see 4 of 7 gates, it sounds like, maybe. You know what it sounds like as well? Rach is just coming through the door right now. The front door. I think I will, if we're going to have multiple steps of it, I'm just going to give the market cards a shuffle right now. So they're ready for action. I haven't really got a dedicated market space. We can just have it on the map or something like that. I'm a bit more zoomed in than normal as well. Not on there, just generally here. Like usually, the more you can zoom in, the nicer things will look. Usually. And we've got, oh, don't forget our party marker as well. That'll be placed somewhere very soon. So what should we do afterwards? Hey, Mariano. What comes next after the roleplayer adventure is finished? My nose is really itchy. Marty standing to attention. Now he sees the... Now he hears the door go. So let's get out. We'll probably need that staying on there, won't we? Here we go. Can be the title screen for this final adventure. The Gate of Brizor Wall. Looking good. They always look very good. Got a little... If this will like give us a little bit of a kind of recap, maybe? A massive battle rages in the abandoned lands at the ancient site of Brizor Wall, where Azima the Benevolent first opened the gate to other worlds and invited a host of sentient races. Oh, that looks like a U. Races to join her in Ulos, right? In Ulos. On the day of her death, Azima promised to return in 3,000 years and offer her blessing to whoever had restored her gate. The day of the prophecy has arrived. All armies fight for the honor to receive Azima's blessing. 6 rifts tear the fabric between worlds, opening passages to other planes. Each must be sealed to stabilize the gate and welcome Azima's return. Win this conflict and you'll be rewarded with powers unknown. Either way, the gate... Either way, the gate will open and one faction will rule over all. There we go. Yeah, I'm really excited. I've got no idea really what's going to happen with it all. Hi, Rach.
Hello.
But I also, I've got no idea what comes up next. We've done this. Well, I suppose like Christmas was like a break for a bit, but generally, for the last 12 Fridays of streaming, we've been roleplayer adventuring. Now what? Right, Rach. We've got some new rules. We've got some new things going on. We're at the Gate of Brizor Wall. Did you have a good time getting home, Rach?
Great time.
So, yeah. Stories. We've got some new rules. We're going to find allies. They go in the party journal and they affect all the checks. Every time we go back to location A, we'll get a chance to level up and buy new things. And one more thing. Oh yeah, we're fighting for different factions. As soon as a faction has won 4 different places, the gate will open. And there's no encounters. There's no finale chapter in the encounter book. Right, it's just catching up. Right. Your adventure begins.
You have returned from a world beyond the rifts with the immortal knight's helm, only to find yourself standing atop a hill in the centre of a massive conflict. The armies of Narlos and the Dragool's city-states clash all around you, while the hooded members of the Starlit Door work their way through the battle, attacking both of the other sides. Several rifts to other worlds tear through the violence, expanding the field of battle to planes unknown. If any player has 1 or more artifact cards, I think I might have some.
Artifact cards? Yeah, I've got an artifact. I've got an onyx cube.
Yeah, but have you got more than one?
More than
one or more, yeah.
1 or more.
That's my bad.
I've got an onyx
I've got
cube.
several, I think.
Just the old onyx cube.
I've got 3.
They were the things we just found along the way, weren't they?
4.
Or 1 is
Some
enough.
of them are like the stuff out the Degolium things, because...
Yeah, I think that's what all the artifacts
Yeah.
are.
Or I've got all these. All these.
So, begin 1. You can potentially not have any.
Some of these risks feel strangely familiar to you. You reach into your pack and pull forth an artifact. finding that it glows brightly and resonates with a low hum, projecting energy into the world around it, even though it is still contained within Degolium chainmail. It seems Brazil Wall holds some secret which enhances the power of artifacts. High above the fray stands the ancient arc of Brazil Wall, a massive gate that once opened pathways to the entire Planarverse. Whoever seizes control of these rifts will gain the ability to open the ancient gate in time for Azima's return. You prepare yourself to charge down the hill to war, but are surprised by the sudden appearance of a colourful tent and the smell of incense. A familiar shadow rises within and welcomes you. "Greetings," says Alcifor. "Do come and say hello before you run off and get yourself killed." Put ourselves at A.
Okay, we're at Alcifor's tent. There it is, right there.
So do we have any keywords?
No keywords. We have XP.
Do we have the title, Triumph of the Faithful?
I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar.
No, I don't remember seeing that.
No. Oh, yes.
Oh.
At the humble Frogkin Temple, you met a priest corrupted by the demon Elsifor. A faithful Frogkin woman rescued him, and Elsifor was upset with you. We did do that. So 34.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound familiar because it was about
Sorry,
2 months ago.
Need a cough one for me. Elsifor's tent lacks no comfort. He lounges on a bed of large cushions, eating a cluster of grapes. Within the spacious canopy, Elsifor displays many racks of armour, weapons, scrolls, and vials. "You know what still bothers me?" he asks. "It's that time I asked you to throw the frog lady into the swamp, but you didn't. You just didn't. I tried to be impartial, but..." Elsifor shakes his head. "Well, welcome to Brazil Wall anyway. I see you've already chosen your side."
Dragool warrior.
Yeah, you didn't like Elsifor, did you?
No.
Didn't do anything he wanted.
No. He's trying to boss us around. I'm not having that.
I was in the swamp, wasn't it? Well, says Elsifor. "You've signed on to my side of this war, have you? I suppose I should be glad for that. I'm somewhat obligated to root for the Dragool, but as you can see, I have no intention of debasing myself by getting involved. I can at least make sure no one mistakes you for King's Guard," he continues. Elsifor holds his hand out and your skin begins to glow. A Dragool war banner appears on your forearm. Open the sealed envelope in the game box marked secret.
Okay.
Where's the game box?
It's by your feet. You're going to have to just slide that out a bit. I forgot about that envelope, actually.
I forgot.
Secrets. Oh, yeah. Rach. It's in that big pot. It might be on the top in all of that mess. There you go. It's with our abandoned characters that only got a couple of things in. Oh yeah, the whole thing is a spoiler alert. Hi, Steve. This is the grand finale. Couldn't get much more spoilery than this, but here we go. Secrets. We've finally been instructed by a storybook.
Find
Cool.
the papers bearing the mark of Dragool and give one to each member of your party to prepare for the opening of Brazil Wall.
If we'd have read ahead, we might do this. We might have done this.
Oh, was it a little tattoo?
Yeah, it's temporary tattoos, depending on your alignments. That's cool.
Pommy. But this, look, it's bad boy. Just have to pretend.
So you go and get that on, Rach.
You should put it on my cheek. That'll look good.
That's cool.
I'm just gonna put it there. That's me.
It's an unexpected thing. Like, I won't spoil it in case anyone's going to play it one day, but there's something really unexpected in a box of Charterstone. Do you remember, Rach?
No.
I'm not going to
Must
say.
have been amazing then. I wouldn't remember anyway.
So we open the secret thing, and then each...
Yeah, we just follow
the instructions will put the tattoo on. So we're
Alcifor.
breaking the rules of the game right now.
Wow. Alcifor produces a 3-bar abacus with 6 beads on each row. I count 6 rifts and 3 armies, he tells you. I'll be here watching the battle with interest and keeping score. Return to me after each combat. You can rest here and regroup whenever you like. I am here to provide. Elsifor wishes you good luck and waves goodbye. You find yourself outside his tent, faced with a choice between which rift to approach. The King's Guard seems to have an advantage at the rifts to the south. The starlit door exercises more power at the rifts to the west. To the east, the Dragul appear to have the edge. Returning artifacts to their home world should offer an advantage, no matter which army has the upper hand.
Okay.
I've got the red pearl, wherever that may go.
So I've got the onyx cube. So that might be the plane of death if we're going colour matching. Jade gauntlet.
Green. Rune bones. Maybe plane of frost.
Rune bones.
Lavender pigment.
Yeah. Where should we go then? Should we go to the plane of death?
Sure. What's that G?
It means we're losing these things, though, I assume.
G. What's that E?
Shall we go to one of yours first, actually?
Yeah, we've got the edge over there. We'd probably go there later.
You could probably afford to lose a few.
Let's do lavender, purple.
So the
We're assuming.
The plane of knowledge. Well, I did just say returning them.
No, but as in it's colour matching, but I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Right,
so
Afril.
C.
C, Afril. Our little Afril. Oh, there's no thingies.
No encounters.
Record the keyword knowledge.
Okay. You cross the rift into a familiar landscape. Purple stone arches rise from a vast grey sea. Gigantic bats circle the air above. But you now stand near an unusual sight in this world. Giant pillars support a high domed ceiling over a polished marble floor. As you step into this strange building, you notice the ceiling is punctured with a circular opening at its zenith. Red sunlight falls through this hole onto a massive pink crystal on a pedestal in the exact centre of the space. The crystal sends pulses of light through thick pink veins that run downward into the cracks on the floor.
Mariano, we can't remember that far.
Yeah, I'm sure it told us.
Come on.
I'm sure it would have told us at the time. If any player has the lavender pigment artifact card, go to C1. Something grows hot against your back. You pull your pack off and discover that the jar of lavender pigment now glows brightly, even more so as you approach the massive crystal. The pigment's light and heat are strangely reassuring. You open the jar and a blob of glowing pigment crawls over you. Reveal modifier card, Pigment's Glow. Where have I put the modifiers? Oh, they're here. Is it one of these? Yeah. And apply it to the next combat. So that is, at the start of each round of combat, add a purple die to the dice pool. This does not count towards the limit. As you move toward the central crystal, footsteps echo behind you. Quickly ducking behind a pillar, you see a cloaked dragonkin approaching with one of the grey folk in tow. To your surprise, a creature does not attack him, but instead follows his command. When these two draw near to the crystal, a Nalos soldier steps forth from the shadows to bar their way. He lifts a massive iron club, but before he can swing, a shadow darkens the hall. You hear the flap of leathery wings and then a terrible roar. Virundor descends through the hole in the dome and dives into battle. We are Dragul Warrior. C3. If we have the title Grix Soldier, is that one of the first things we ever got? Oh, we got Grix. Oh, we got Grix Spectator, didn't we? We watched him die. So we haven't got that. Have we got Massix Esteem or Spite?
No.
No. I thought we did something with him. To annoy him, wasn't he a dragon? Massix Esteem. Reveal the Massic enemy
because
card.
We attacked them, but because we killed them, those things never went away.
Yeah. So 39. And reveal the Grey Folk 24 enemy card. Yeah, it's a really nice touch. I'm sure, like, if you went through it again, especially if you just went straight back through it all, I'm sure you'd notice all sorts of things that have been
that
kind of
looks
woven
very
through it. Reveal rare card 27.
We haven't seen a grey folk yet. What they look like.
Hey, Royal Logic. Virendor. During combat, this is our ally, ignore all round track penalties.
Nice.
And while Virendor strikes the others from above, you attack them from below. The soldier, the dragonkin, and the grey folk brace themselves to meet your charge.
Yeah, and we just fight these revealed cards.
Okay. Fight. So, I suppose we haven't really got that much room for the dice tray.
Just put on me thing.
Oh yeah, I haven't filled this up with. Well, you could afford to be a little bit more over, and so could I if we get the resources off, and we could have some dice over here. But I haven't filled up our trays with things, with stamina. So we get a free purple every time, which is great, except we don't really need any purple at all.
Should I put that back there because you can't see it on there.
So we need a fair bit of black. I'm good at manipulating black, but it's always tempting to just do. We could buy black and then do the psionic. How much could we buy between us? I've only got 2 dexterity, you've got 4. So we could buy 3 dice.
Yeah, because we can't do a lot. Like, we can't.
We can't turn things black, can we?
No.
So we'll buy 3. We'll buy 3 black. And then. and then. We get a purple anyway. And that doesn't count towards the limit. Our combat dice limit is only 5. So I'll use psionic on the black dice. And then I guess we just get 2 random. Because we need a lot of other colours, don't we? So both greens. We've got 1 on the purple, which you don't really need for anything. The black dice we can make anything we like. Green, we've got a 6. And then we've got a 4. So we don't really need that for anything. But
These aren't on camera.
for everything else, so we could just stay in the middle then, I suppose. Just stay in the dice tray. So
Well, I
for
can do
everything else,
these.
yeah, we can set the black to anything, can't we? So we might as well just do the individual black ones, yeah. And then you can get red dice in, can't you?
Yeah.
I can get a white die in if we need it. And then I think I can get any dice in as well
It's a lot
somewhere.
of 3s. I can turn anything 3.
Yeah.
I assume the bottom of it. I can't see the bottom. I'm guessing.
Of what?
Of the screen.
Like, just put it on your player board, I think.
Oh.
Your player board is the bottom.
Oh.
So yeah, I could. Oh yeah, Grin Taker adds a die. I've got the Weasel. Could be another black die. So I think I'll definitely use Mesmerize, and that can be a white die. Two? No. I can tick dice up. Three, 4, 5. I forgot our bonus plays. What happens when I do another one? So I could. What dice can you add, Rach? I could add a blue.
Can I add a red?
Hi, Matt. I don't worry. We're at. So there's rifts open everywhere. Elsephor's been having a go, as he does.
I can add in.
We've got allies that are going to come in and help us. So certain factions are fighting over all of the things. If we go to a place where we've got an artifact, which is where we've gone, then it triggers some extra things. And we've encountered the dragon Virendor, who's our ally, and we're fighting some grey folk, and Old Massic's back as well. That's pretty much where we are at the moment. Rach.
I can add a red.
Yeah, do that then.
Or I
So
can
we're
add
going
a
to need
red
more
and a
dice, aren't
red
we?
slash white.
Yeah, that's probably better
Green
then.
slash white. Red slash white.
Yeah, because you
Ancient
can
tortoise.
use anything to manipulate that, can't you?
Chuck that in. That's a misspent pile.
1. So, ticking up. Can you change the blue to a 6?
I think I can do something to a
Can
blue.
you?
I can turn anything into a 6.
Okay. I can tick a
I
white
can up or
somewhere.
down a blue. Is there a black? No.
No.
Because that's runic as well.
So I'd do that runic crown
I
to
can
the
do
blue
something
then.
to a white as well. If with the same.
But it flips it or re-rolls it.
Yeah, but that's just
So, re-rolls it, I suppose. If you could do it for free, you might as well.
I
then you can
I could do that, but there's no black.
No.
Just as a little aside.
So
okay, tick the blue. Surely I can't see the cards.
yeah. Well, no one needs to see it after you've done it.
Reroll the white.
Just need a lot more white dice,
You
don't
can
we?
flip it. What's on the other side?
5. There we go.
Oh, perfect.
Let's put it on the thing that deals us the most damage. And then
Did you
get these other things up. So I could add a black and purple. There's a bonus play. And then I can re-roll them as purples. Where's my re-roll
I
card?
can re-roll all the dice in a dice pool. Well, not that useful at the minute.
I can flip purples, I can adjust purples. I can turn things any colour. Decrease by 1 or 2. Well, there we go. I could turn that green purple. That only helps for re-rolling, then you've got to turn it something else. No, I won't do that. I'll just get my armour.
So I can, if they can get
to
them the right
re-roll in
numbers,
these.
I can turn one of them into a white. I can't turn anything black.
I can re-roll the purples. So that's just 1 play. And then, because this could be black. If we can get this to be a 3, we can just put it straight on. There we go. And then I can re-roll this, hoping to get a 3. One more chance. It's a 4. So we've got 3 more card plays. Matt, she's been practicing the dice rolling trick. She hasn't quite got it yet.
I didn't roll these dice. How do you know?
She said she didn't feel confident enough to use it in a live stream, but she has been trying. She's
What's
been
on the
making
other side
some
of that?
significant progress.
I could flip the green or the purple
Yeah.
for my power, and then we just have to turn it another colour.
Yeah, do that. But I can.
Okay.
No, we should have done this ages ago. I can spend 2 wisdom to turn all the dice into 3s.
Okay, so the 3s. So then the red and white one pass here.
That goes straight on, then we just got to turn
And
something
then
white.
turn
Yeah.
you into white.
And there we
Done.
go.
Nailed it.
What do we get?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 XP.
Okay.
Get
We
your
could-
discards back.
Yep. We also get familiars at the market in this adventure.
Okay.
Okay.
We haven't got this
Look.
anymore. I was just thinking. We haven't got this anymore, have we?
Nope.
Maybe it'll tell us to get rid of it as well as a reminder, but you conquered them all and take control of the area. We have got Dragon Friend, haven't we?
Mm-hmm. I'd say so. Yes.
Okay, go.
Virundor stands tall over the bodies of her enemies. She approaches you, her bloodied talons clacking against the marble floor. I thank you once more, she says, once for Miros, and now for this small piece of Brizor wall. You have chosen well to fight with the Dragool. At Virundor's request, you return the moving blob of lavender pigment to the massive crystal. The soldier and the dragonkin lie dead. The dragonkin's greyfolk ally has returned to ooze and slithers back into the sea. If any player has the lavender pigment artifact card, return it to the rare deck. If you have the title General Grick's Fealty...
No, we just spectator, aren't we?
Return Grick's Soldier or Revenge of General Grick.
Goodbye, lavender pigment.
No, we've got none of that stuff.
Enjoy yourself back in Afril.
None of that stuff to return to the deck. Do we have Massic's Esteem? Yes.
Yes, so C21.
Yep. You accepted Massic's offer of initiation into the Starlit Door. He had high hopes for your service to the cult. In fact, Massic saw something special in you and felt you one day may rise to lead the Starlit Door to great advancements in understanding the nature of the Planarverse. Massic was a great sage and scholar, and will be sorely missed among the devoted members of the Door. Return the title Massic's Esteem to the title deck. If Virundor
Yeah.
enemy card is revealed, no, we didn't have
not
the enemy card.
Yeah.
Continue to 19.
Yeah.
You have gained control over Brizor Wall's attachment to this plane, and you feel a strange power course through you. A crackling black beam shoots skyward from the now darkening crystal. The grey sea royals darkening to match the energy. The massive crystal slowly sinks into the earth as the marble floor cracks open below. You hear the cry of giant bats approaching as Kleinox arrive to investigate. Dozens of the crystal-faced folk arrive in a panic. They approach their sinking crystal only to be struck by its power. The crystals in their faces also change from pink to black, detach, and float away from their lifeless rubber bodies. One of the Kleinox bodies drops an amethyst runestone. You take it and walk through the rift into Elsifor's tent. Record the keyword Purple Rune. Move your party marker to location A. We are Dragool Warrior, so reveal Discovery Card 6.
I'll take ping that back up.
Oh, and then, yeah, that gets put there as ours.
Read entry A1. Matt, you also missed our funky new tattoos that, unfortunately, we weren't aware of, so we didn't actually put them on. But we've got little Dragool
So we've got
tattoos.
we can do the market. Is it? I suppose we should still do it.
So A1, we have knowledge, A7. Erase the keyword knowledge.
Like what does it say in the? Does it say we do the market before we do any of this?
Nope.
Like in the very first page of the rulebook about every time you go back to location A. I imagine it's afterwards. We'll just see what it says about regroup.
During the prepare the market step, find and shuffle the familiar deck, then reveal the top card. When was that?
I think it will tell us to
Okay.
advance probably.
And that's the one you can buy during the visit the market step. After advancing, characters return all market costs to the bottom of the
Yeah,
deck.
neither of us can afford any of those things anyway. We've only got 2 money, and the discounts don't get us anything exciting, unfortunately.
A17. I'm not counting this as my read.
It's Rach's read coming up.
It's not.
Make it a good one.
I'm doing the next section as well. Elsifor looks up from his book and takes off his reading glasses. Dragons are truly impressive creatures, aren't they? He says. In my experience, they always get their way. Though I don't know what Virundor would want to do with the Kleinox. Maybe chewing on them will help her clean teeth between her teeth. Elsifor slides a bead across the bottom row of his abacus, indicating a victory for the Dragool, and then puts his reading glasses back on and returns to his book.
So advance your character. We can spend. So we've got 8 XP, so that's not enough to do combat dice or anything like that. Do we want to save? Or do we want to... You can get an attribute with that. I think save and get dice limit or something next time. So we should rest, though. How much rest should we do?
So the prepare the market isn't there? Oh, that's part of
Advance your
advancing it.
character.
Yeah.
We do 1 XP rest.
Yeah?
Just get the abilities and everything back.
Ooh.
4.
That's tasty.
And that's what I spent. Get the old psionic trick back. Did you spend an XP? I don't think I took one out. Now we've got 7, that's right. And then this is our titles. Okay, so we've rested, and then where should we go next?
Prepare the market? Oh, we can't buy anything.
Yeah,
You do it every year.
We've only got 2 money, so we can't afford anything.
So where else have we got a thing for, do we think?
We've got loads of yours.
So, I don't know where Room Bones is.
Horizon. Thanks for joining us.
Maybe Plane of Life?
No, I wish I'd read... Well, you'd have to read ahead into it. But no, we haven't... We should have run off and just put them on.
Yeah, BRB.
Red Pearl.
Yeah, I'm not
Plane of
sure where
Flame.
Room Bones is. It could be Plane of Life.
Probably
or
blue, I think.
It could be Plane of Frost.
Looks kind of frosty. It's got blue in it. I think. Let's go. Plane of Flame. E.
Sure, I had another one.
You're just giving it back.
No, I thought I had 4. Maybe I didn't.
I don't know. We've only got to go to 4 in total anyway.
E. Nebulous. Put it on. We'll put the tattoos on later and post them. Record the keyword flame. Collect XP. You hurry through a red rift into a barren world of grey and black stone. There is no life anywhere in sight. The sky here is only a blanket of dark smoke. Deep fissures in the ground provide the only source of light and heat. They glow with burbling magma and spurt forth geysers of molten rock. This is a burnt-out wasteland where nothing can survive, but something draws you deeper into this harsh realm. And I do have the red pearl. That's who wants to come here. Your own pack drags you forward toward a patch of red sand between 2 dark towers of rock. You wrestle it to a halt and discover the red pearl glowing with a soft light. In this world, the pearl is cool to the touch, seemingly still damp from its time in the sea. It levitates behind you, pushing you toward the patch of sand. As you approach, the red pearl glows brighter and grows cooler to the touch. Reveal modifier card, Pearl's Luster, and apply it to next combat. Lost all ability to speak.
Same thing, but with red dice.
You hear heavy footsteps on the stone behind you, and turn to see a giant figure, backlit by an erupting fissure. The figure approaches, shouting in Dragul Common, but before you have time to interpret their words, a massive body falls between you and the figure, then surrounds you both. A humongous insect's head rises from the body, with King Taron riding on its brow. He calls down to you, "The pearl is for Narlos and no other!" But a second later, Taron is tackled from his mount by a cloaked figure, and they tumble to the ground. Within the grip of the megapede, the battle for this plane has begun. E4. Reveal King Taron, 34.
Okay.
If you have the title Rescuer of Zereth, reveal the Zereth enemy card. Can't remember. Oh. Yep. And add the ranged modifier card to it. Wow. If you have Hated by Trolls or Trolls Ally, we're Trolls Ally, aren't we? That was like way near the beginning. Reveal rare card 52 and put it next to the space of the party journal.
Urka.
Here she is.
After rolling the dice pool, you may return a die from your dice pool to the bag to re-roll another one in the dice pool.
Our good friend from like episode 2. Reveal the Megapede enemy card, number 40. seems like a beastie fight.
Why are we fighting Zereth?
Because she's Starlit Door, isn't she? So I think like they're fighting each other, aren't they? And now we're joining in because Starlit Door are attacking Dragul and King's Favour people.
Yeah.
Tauren's Megapede closes in. Tauren and the cloaked cultist race towards you. You and your Dragul ally stand your ground and prepare for their attack. But like, why are they suddenly just attacking together? Why can't one of those join in with us?
So
I don't know.
There's not every room for this.
What about if you just put it on the book one? And you have that. Oh, that's too thin, isn't it?
There you go.
She's ranged. At the start of this skill check or the first round, each player rolls a die and adds stamina to their fatigue equal to the result. So I'll do that in a minute. Because she's ranged. I mean, we're obviously going several rounds. He is a clown. He even looks like a clown.
So we get a red anyway. Let's just buy loads of purple.
Yeah, I've got 2.
I can buy 3. 2, 3, 4, 5 purple. So that's all of our dice.
And I can add a purple later, but it'll be. Maybe we'll change that, will you?
Roll a dice and get that much fatigue. I think that was if we're playing legendary mode. The Megapede is gigantic.
Yeah, that was on the legendary mode.
Right, so we only need to roll the red.
So that's gone away.
Red 5, does that help? No. But the purples.
So after re-rolling the dice pool, you may return a die from the dice pool to the bag. Are we happy with that red?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to return any of the purples, do we? Because we can set them to any colour.
Oh, to re-roll another die. Oh, I thought we were just swapping it. I just misread.
So.
Yeah. So
everything that's purple, put something on there, and then.
Decide. Probably. Maybe turn it to a number that we need black or something.
Yeah.
If we've got a spare one. So, if we try and kill off something.
Yeah, see if we can kill a king. Put it on his 3 damage one, I guess.
Mind you, remember, we ignore round trap penalties.
Yeah.
So, we would be better off putting it on the highest thing.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we? Because none of them are attacking us.
No.
That's what that is, isn't it?
Every uncovered number, isn't it? Yes, just put it on the highest one then.
So, 4. Because we'll still need to change the colour of it. 4.
We can't turn things black though, can we?
Oh,
Have
hang
we
on.
had this problem before?
Just before we do that, I can turn a specific number into a colour, I think.
I can do 5s and 6s.
Oh, if it was a 2 or a 5, let's make it a 5 then.
Or is there another colour that's got a lot of damage? What about...
Green.
I suppose we can manipulate other colours.
Green.
Yeah, I can turn a 6 into another colour. Let's make it a 6.
Okay.
And then I can turn it green. And then that's done. So then I can...
dice in.
The weasel can add a black and purple. I could add a black with Grin Taker. Just a standard black. That's the 3rd card, isn't it? Oh, these should have gone back there. 5. But ticking down and stuff's
I
easy
can
after
do
that, isn't it?
something to. I can tick a black, I think.
And I can add a white.
Too many cards here.
I'll just do things that add all the dice that we can for now. I could just go straight on.
Where's that gone now? Another runic ring. Where's that?
So which dice can you add?
I need to organise these cards, it's crazy. Yeah, I can flip or re-roll black, by the way.
Okay.
So I can add...
Well, I'll decrease it by 1.
I can add, if I wanted to, a green, a purple, a red, a green/white.
We need to... Yeah,
I
Taryn's got a
can
hard
add a
hit on him.
red/white as well. I've got a tortoise.
I'll do that then.
Tortoise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need that 1 covering up, really. And just add your normal red, maybe. And then we're just going to have to rely on your rerolls. Oh, actually, it's a 1. So, yeah, I'd give rerolling them a go. And then we've got 1 bonus play after that.
That's the bonus play for me.
Yeah, so use your armor set. And hopefully we'll get something close to what we need.
Rerolls.
Yeah, but we've only got 1 more bonus play. So, you're still doing 15?
Pardon?
14, I think. Yeah, 14 he's doing right now, which is a lot.
So, what we're doing, we're on the one that's white and red first, or not?
Reroll 1 that's not a number that we need. So keep the 2, because that could just be put down as it is,
Okay.
couldn't it? So 6 could go on something.
Mitigating any damage is better than nothing. Reroll that then.
Yeah, you need a 1.
That was a 4. Got me rolling it anyway. Ah.
You said roll it. Which ones can you read better, Matt?
Well.
We trust Rach to do these things.
Well, I mean...
So that's the most damage you can get rid of. So turn it into a 1. Should have just played that. And then... Okay, so
that's that then.
So we're about to take a ton of damage.
1, 2... Yeah, that's right now.
16 damage each.
Wowie.
I'm dead.
What?
We spent 6, didn't we? At the start, I spent 6.
I'm dead then?
And we took it when I rolled. So what have you got? How much damage have you taken? You get the cubes. It's 5, 8, 10, 11,
6,
13,
22.
15. So you're okay. It's easier H. Well, have you got something that heals damage? I suppose we can't really like play things anymore either.
It's a really hard combat.
Yeah. Well, it's 3 things. It seems suddenly like
It seems like nails compared to everything
from
else.
trivial to silly. Have you got cards that
now.
Have you got cards that reveal that heal? I suppose even if you heal me by 1, we've got 3 cards we could play. It's all on you then, Rach. Can you afford to pay for any? You can't, can you?
2 cards.
You can't afford to pay for any cards.
Gambled too much on the purple.
You should have used your barbarian.
Yeah, it wasn't doing anything. Wasn't doing anything.
So... Oh, we've lost then, haven't we?
I can play 2 cards.
Yeah, but unless you can get to a situation where you're only going to take 1 damage, I suppose you could maybe earn us more XP, but we're about to lose all of the XP.
Yeah, I can't do it, can I?
It's me buying too many dice.
Gambled too much on the purples.
All the purples all worked. We didn't gamble on it. All of that worked.
I mean, I don't know why I'm sitting here puzzling over it because I'm dead anyway. So we don't need to do it, do we?
You could get more XP.
Oh, okay.
I suppose it doesn't matter. If once you've got 6 XP, it doesn't matter, does it?
Don't
when
we
you
ever
die?
get any money from these? Oh yeah, between Taron.
Right then. So just...
Do we get money for what we have done?
Yeah.
So... Okay.
How much money is it?
3.
And then just carry on from the book until it says, did you die?
Just gonna get some XP.
What place are we at? E.
Their bliss. We'll read out in a minute. Right, there we go. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 XP and 3 coins.
That's on the coins. But like, the XP doesn't really matter because of what happens now. So E7. It's like...
You are forced to retreat. What about E7? E11?
Just go to E7. Yeah, we're not on that one anyway. We're on this one. And then that would send you there, which would send you to E7.
Well, don't you want to read it?
There's nothing to read. You are forced to retreat.
No.
Do you have this title? Yes. Go to this entry.
Wounded, you rest against one of the black stone towers while Taron and his megapede approach the patch of sand. The Dragool warrior and human cultists both lie in pieces, strewn across the stone ground. While you nurse your wounds, Taron places the red pearl in its patch of sand. Return all ally cards in play to the rare deck.
What?
It seems a bit mean. But they're suddenly not going to help us. Return Rescue of Zereth and Troll's ally to the tile deck. Return the artifacts.
Skewer of Sarah.
Seems a bit random. Your enemy has planted a seed in this plain and it takes root quickly. A white silver tree sprouts rapidly from the red sand. It grows thick and spreads its branches overhead while its gnarled roots crack the stone ground, creating fissures of sand. Into these fissures the tree drops its acorns and new sprouts spring up all around you. The black stone tower crumbles overhead as root and branch tear it apart. You hurry back through the rift into Elsifor's tent.
So they've got E.
We're not any of these, are we? Traitor to Narlos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, traitor to Narlos.
Yeah, so that means they get the thing on it.
32. We haven't got Starlit Nemesis, have we?
I think they have one.
Okay, Tomb of Encounters.
What does it say? Do that now.
Yeah, mark the death track.
2 then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You return through a veil of fog to a familiar hallway, cold and dark. The old woman approaches you once again from the darkness with her bag of marbles. Back again already? She asks. Oh dear. The woman pulls back her hood, revealing grey hair and a wizened face. Her eyes are empty sockets, black and bottomless. You recognise her from legend. She is Kethra, god of gates and thresholds. I fear you may not belong for Azima's world, she tells you. But her world desperately needs its heroes. I cannot let you pass just yet. Kethra pulls another marble from her bag and hands it to you. The creature inside is uncomfortably cramped, as if it has somehow tied its own limbs into knots. These aren't easy to catch, you know. Use them wisely. Fog rises around you and the woman fades from view. Reveal, rare card 26. Oh, bless him.
3 random dice.
Bless him. A chubster face. Do we have the keyword passage? No.
Nope.
Okay, recover. Roll 1 die, then remove all XP from the party journal that exceeds the roll result. Okay.
So we'd have 6 XP.
It's not too bad, I guess.
Well,
Each player roll 1 die and remove all stamina from your fatigue that exceeds that dice roll. So I should have 5 in there now. You roll a dice. Each player roll a dice. Remove all bonus play tokens from your fatigue box and put them on the party journal. Fill up your attribute rows. Return spent cards to your hand. Flip your class ability face up. Record the keyword passage. And then we're back to there. I know. Been doing aptitude.
So is it just like
Carry on.
you shouldn't go to those places then? But you've got to.
Do you want me to see?
I just don't, I just kind of think.
What if we haven't got the things?
No, even if you have the things, it says if you have the things, you should find it easier because we got that. But
That's
I don't see how
gone now.
that makes it easier.
We didn't even really need red dice, did we?
We did. We needed a few.
1, I think.
3.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know how that really. It doesn't help you very much. I suppose you've got to go to 2 of these other places. It just seems like, it's suddenly like
Compared to the other fight, that was nails.
the first combat didn't need anything, and then that one was just
Okay, I would
just the numbers.
prepare the market. Hang on. Have we got any of these keywords? We've got flame. Go 29. Erase the keyword flame. And the King's Guard has the banner. Your re-entry startles Elsifor awake from his nap. No, no, he exclaims. I'm awake, just resting my eyes. He consults his crystal ball for a moment. Something's fuzzy here. Is that Urka that you killed? Or just some ogre you've never met? I can't remember when you gave that poor girl the axe, but she really didn't deserve it, you know. Just a kind soul. She made a great roast pig. Oh, well. He slides a bead across the top row of his abacus, indicating a victory for the King's Guard, then lies down. We didn't kill her.
And we have got another runic bit of armor, but we've only got 5 money. So the only thing we can buy is longbow. Increase a blue or a green by 1 or 2. Or we could save the money.
Save it, I guess.
Oh, we get a familiar as well.
We've got a lot of cards.
Familiar costs 6 though, so you can't have the ice bear. And we can't really advance the character. Well, we could, but maybe we're meant to have more health than this. I don't know. It just seems like, especially since the game twice takes away your bonus play and combat dice, like you've got to buy them. Right, and it's probably just going to be combat, isn't it, rather than any tests at this point. So, you've got the rune things, haven't you?
Yeah. that what we're saying?
You should do the easy ones first and get XP and then level up, I suppose, is the way we should have done it.
Not this one.
You press forward through a blue rift into the waist-deep snow of a high mountain ridge. 3 full moons above give the powder around you a bluish-white glow. A trail lies ahead that winds through the snow to a peak in the distance where a gigantic statue rests. It's a likeness of Umlakatesh, god of 1,000 eyes and 1,000 visions. Umlaktesh is covered in many hundreds of colourful glowing spheres that sparkle in the night air. It's an impressive sight, but you're always soon interrupted. We do not have the Eye of Ulos, so it's not the...
No, it's going to be the life, isn't it? You've got the death, I've got life and the...
Yeah, but they're not...
Secret.
They're not white, they're gold. I suppose so. But this is the one where we've got the advantage, isn't it? So B2.
Supposedly.
Farther along, you hear the cry of a gigantic ice worm. You head toward the peak and then move off the path, tunneling through snow as you approach the statue's base. From this vantage, you can see who made the trail. A hooded cultist is perched on one of the 5 stone feet of Umlaktesh, while her massive ice worm slithers around the statue's base. You also see a single empty socket in the statue elbow where presumably another eye should be. The cultist reveals a large blue orb which glows excitedly as it nears the open socket. Without warning, a halfling leaps out of the snow and attacks the ice worm, while Yara, leader of the satyr, races up the path brandishing an axe headed directly for the cultist. You charge forward into the fray. So B3. I don't think we're Tarek's knight, are we? I don't know if we've got anything to do with Mola. We'll see. Mola's respect. Nothing to do with Tarek. So, halfling enemy card. And then...
Hardened and fleet-footed.
And then we do have her respect, so she's fighting us.
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, this that's what was weird about the first one as well.
No errata or anything, is there?
I don't think so. I can have a look.
I suppose we saved her, so she's here fighting. She's Starlit Door, isn't she? So she would fight us.
Yeah.
She knows us, but she's Starlit Door, and that's why.
It just feels like
fighting us.
I don't know if it was like this when anyone else has played it, but it feels like we can't win against 3 people because we are too limited in dice.
And reveal rare card 36.
Unless our health is supposed to be double what it is or something at this point.
Yeah, but after 20 something, we have to pay double. Then what extra? Not double, extra.
So we've got...
After 25, I think.
Yara.
She's a friend.
So... So who's on our side here?
Yara.
No, out of the 3 things that are fighting.
None.
We're all fighting the ice worm.
Well, this is Starlit Door. And I assume this halfling is King's Favour because it's just a general halfling. Yeah, we're known to Jara. We led our people on a long journey through the abandoned lands to reclaim Castle Carnival.
Yeah, that's why I'm a bit confused, Mariano, as to why, like, we died, fair enough, but we have now died, lost all of our XP, and lost all of our allies. That's why I think the XP thing anyway is arbitrary and harsh. But it seemed cool that, like, all these allies, all these things are joining you. Like, it feels like...
Well, we've killed 2 allies.
Yeah, it feels like the intent is for you to keep building these up, and then it's going to get more and more like epic, and you've got more and more help in you. But now the thingy died apparently. The troll died apparently, but the dragon's just gone. The dragon's just had enough. So yeah, I imagine deaths 3, 4, 5, and 6 are coming. No, we should have finished at. We should have finished at chapter 10, I think, and just said that was the end. So, I guess we pay for a colour. What colour's got the most damage on it? Like in total, probably black. Oh, black's only got 2 dice though. Green's got 7.
Blue's got 4 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably that's
Oh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Do
Damage.
blue then. Pay for blue. You pay for 2 and I'll pay for 2.
5 damage.
And then I'll do psionic on blue. So that's that 4. And then
We should have put the tattoos on. Maybe we would have had more.
And then just get 1 at random. No, we don't need to roll the blue one.
Did you do psionic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I could just go on there. And then just put them where they're needed. And then we can get a green from Jara. 5.
Oh, hang on. What did we roll? What? No, that's okay. You have to roll any 1s and return any 1s and 3s.
So we could do with adding a black then, I guess. For
Maybe we were just going to have to use that little goblin because he adds 3 dice.
yeah, do that.
Did you give him to me?
Um,
Or have you? Oh, yeah. Let's just use him.
Okay, so there's a familiar out there. That's a 6, and we do need a 6. It's a couple of damage. 1's no good for the purple. 4 on black. It'd be better ticking it up to the 5 though, wouldn't it? To get rid of 3 damage.
Then were you playing that familiar, did you say? Or have you changed your mind?
One. No good, is it? So So I've just added the weasel. I can add. I think that rather than adding the dice, rather than. It should feel epic, but I would describe it now as deflating.
The ancient tortoise. Is that worth it?
I think if we just managed to win that fight, then we would have been loving it. But the punishment for having lost it is bizarre. I'll take the 4 up to a 5 and cover that bigger damage. And then, as well, I really don't understand why it would tell you to lose. Like, what if that had been your last, like, your second to last fight or something as well? And it's just like, throw all of those ally cards away now. It seems really bizarre that, like, even if we'd lost, you would still have that kind of feeling of all of these people are here with you. So green's got a bit of damage. Like, I don't know if it's really worth flipping up these very much. It's only 1 damage.
Shall I add the ancient tortoise?
Yeah, what colour's that?
Red and white.
4?
No. It could go there.
It's just 1 damage though, isn't it?
I can add a green. I can add.
I'd add your red. Is there a number we need a lot of?
Green or what? White. I can re-roll
The number white.
Oh, foot is so close. But I can re-roll white. So
5s. We've got a black. Get a white out. And then I'll spend 2 and change everything into a 5. And so that takes care of some, doesn't it?
Yeah.
2 whites can get 5s on them. And a black. And we've still... How many cards have you played now? 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we've still got 5 cards between us.
I can add a red. I can add a green. Can turn that into something.
Well, red you can manipulate more, can't you? And
I can turn that into another colour.
There's 3 potential numbers that could be.
I can have 2 reds if I wanted. Yeah, the red.
I can turn it into a 1 or a 3. Six.
Yeah, we could flip the purple. I can flip the purple.
And you could just add another one, couldn't you?
Yeah, I've got another purple. Shall I do that first?
Yeah. Oh, just wait. Add another red. Because that's 3 damage, isn't it? That red 3 up there. So, 1 isn't what we needed, is it? It's not far off. So we've still got all these we've got 3 more bonus plays, haven't we?
You've got 4 dice.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to.
Well, this is 3 damage, so you kind of want to do that.
If we could.
If only that attacked us, we'd only take 1 damage.
Yeah, bear in mind now we do have all of the round penalties.
Yeah, but
because the dragon.
If we kill this person, then we'd only take this, which is only 2 XP.
So I've used that, haven't I? So yeah, I think I can add 1 more dice. I can reroll all the dice. I can add things. I can do any 2 rerolls. I could add a blue or green. I could add a white. I could add anything.
I could turn that red into a 3.
Yeah, do that. Or maybe we should just save the bonus plays.
What, and then take that damage as well?
Well, I don't know if we're going to get... Like, you could just flip that anyway, can't you? That's all.
And kill that off.
Yeah.
When I do that, I did that last time. I'm sure I paid it in there. I didn't pay it in there.
I think it's still a loss.
Yeah, there's no way. I couldn't do it that round.
So that's dead. And then... Yeah, we're just taking 5 damage off that. I just think rather than spend those 2 bonus plays on getting a dice out and re-rolling it and potentially not doing anything, because at least if we leave it to another round, we've got our normal plays as well as the bonus plays.
Yeah, so 5 damage.
5 damage is pretty doable. And then... New round. I guess, is Jara used now?
Yeah, during combat after you build a dice pool. Add a
Yeah,
green.
but...
Yeah, I would say so. What's the point? It doesn't say in the first round of combat, because it normally says in the first round of combat. If it's only the first round of combat.
What numbers do we need to return for that
1
thing?
and 3. I would say yes.
We can use her.
Yeah, it doesn't say during the first round.
I said, can we use her? And you said no repeatedly.
I said yes.
I said, is she used up? And you said, yeah. I'm saying, could you use her every round?
I said yeah.
Okay, then we've got a 6.
I was saying yes, you can use her either way. That's what I meant. Maybe I
So-
misheard you.
That can go there. And then we just need to make that 6 or 2. We'll bring out some other things that do it. I can flip it if we can then tick it up. I think I can tick up a green.
I don't know. Well, I can turn it into a 6. I don't want to do a 6.
So I can flip it with disguise, and I can tick it up with this claw, and then that's a 2, and we're done. So what do we get? 3, 4, 5, 6 XP, and 4 money. It's gone. There, gone. Let me just put the dragon back. House rule. Yeah, we made it. If the previous battle had been like that, would have been cool.
You conquer them all and take control of the area. What you're actually putting the dragon there.
Why would the dragon have gone?
Because it died when we were defeated. We died. So everyone died that was on our side. Well, that is the story.
Yeah. I don't like things punishing people
Do
that
we
have
have
already lost at
Peacemaker
something.
or Satire restored? We do, don't we?
We restored the satire. No, we were Peacemaker, weren't we? We made them live with each other.
Oh, yeah. B12.
And now I suppose we'll have to fight them.
It's your turn. Why would we have to fight
Is it?
them?
Jara drops her axe in the snow and embraces you in the satyr fashion. My people regained our ancestral home with your help. You will always be a friend of the satyr, and our victory here today will be remembered forever by the Dragul. Together you and Jara climb to the statue's elbow and slide the glowing blue orb into his empty socket. The halfling, the cultist, and her ice worm lie dead in the snow. I don't think we've got the Ivo loss.
We have got
We have
Mola's
got
respect.
Mola's respect.
Oh, not anymore.
Mola was a really nice girl, you know, and now she's dead. Mola first approached you in Undercity, through the darkness surrounding Azima's bones. You impressed her with your interest in the Starlit Door and its mission. She saw promise in you. You gave her hope for the future of Ulos. She was fiercely devoted to the door and its secrets. She wanted dearly to travel to the plains, but now she'll see only the silence of Moti, Plain of Death. Good. The Starlit Door are bad guys. Return the title Mola's Respect to the title deck. No.
B19.
As you claim control over Brizorwall's attachment to this plane, every eye in the statue's stone glows with renewed vigour. With a great rumble, the monument to Umloktesh comes to life. It steps forward from its base into the snow, which instantly sizzles into clouds of steam around its feet. The creature sets you down from his elbow to a spot near the open rift, and a voice booms from within. I have waited long to be complete, and now I see every world and every future once more. The Planar-verse is shifting, and we must all prepare. The god of 1,000 eyes and 1,000 visions walks down the mountainside, melting snow with every footstep and creating a pillar of steam in its wake. The snow and ice around you begins to crack and shift. The air warms and a new day dawns in this realm. On the base where the statue once stood, you find a runestone glowing blue. You take it and return victorious to Elzafor's tent. We are Dragul Warrior. There we go, we've got 2.
Frost. I need 6.
Passage come up first. Right at the
It
top.
tells me to go to A1.
Oh, have we got we haven't got Corona, have we? No, we're right at the top of that page in the corner. Oh, read A1.
Read entry A1. That's what it said every time. So no, we can't do that.
It seems weird though. Why would?
Because if we'd already died before we came here to this scenario, we would have the keyword.
We wouldn't have any keywords though. You can wipe your keywords.
Maybe
at the end, is
later
what I'm
on
saying.
it'll ask us about that. I don't know. I'm just following the instructions. Frost A6. Erase the keyword frost. I'm just following the instructions. Say what you like about satire, says Alciphor on your return, but they're not all wine and music. They can be quite vicious in battle, as you have seen. Shame, though, to see an ice worm treated that way. Don't ask me why I love them so much. I suppose it's the purity of their consciousness. Kill warm bodies, that's all they want to do. He slides a bead across the bottom row of his abacus, indicating a victory for the Dragool. Advanced character.
How much money have we got now? 9.
Yeah.
Scabbard, return a card to your hand. That seems like a waste. Nimble. Aren't you? No, neither was a Bastia. So that's 6. Turn something green or red. Intimidate, flip 2 reds. Be kind of cheap for you, it'd be 3. Tremor, get 2 red dice out. Mystic Cloak. No one's got that arm set, have we?
Minion as well.
I think. Tempest Fox. I feel like Tremor.
Yeah.
Like getting 2 dice in 1 card. It's expensive, but that's better, isn't it? 2 dice in 1 card. I could get loads of reds out potentially. So XP.
13.
Should we do a bonus play or a combat dice?
Combat dice. Get an extra choice in there.
That's how much are they? Current plus 5. So we must surely have 10 XP.
13.
So that's advanced.
So I think we've got the artifact for everywhere else. So I've got the Jade Gauntlet and the Rune Bones.
Okay.
And you've got the Onyx Cube.
We're resting.
Yeah.
Should we do 2 or 3? 3, I guess.
Yeah, I've got 13 damage.
$11. Something did 5 damage to it, didn't it? Oh, the first round of combat. And that's used up. And then, I don't know, I suppose it matters.
Choose.
Go to one of yours then, I guess. And then we've each got one.
Go to the Mick.
Assuming we win.
Plane of Secrets.
Okay. So D.
It'd be nice if one wasn't a battle, but it's a war, isn't it? So they're all going to be war. Record the keyword secrets. Collect the XP. Is it my turn? You pass through a green rift and find yourself in a dark, quiet space. Feeling your way along the cold walls, you accidentally press some kind of switch. As it snaps into a new position, the entire space is illuminated by a harsh, yellow glare from above. The light reveals a vast room filled with glass cases of various sizes, each containing a unique specimen. The case is nearest to you contain books and papers. A few aisles away you can see cases of weapons, and beyond that wild beasts who appear to be frozen in some form of stasis. Something cracks behind you, and you turn to see a spiderweb pattern slowly creeping over the cracked glass a few aisles over. And I do have evidence, the Jade Gauntlet. A humming sound arises from your bag. You dig around to discover the Jade Gauntlet is strangely animated. Its noise is answered by whatever is contained within the cracking glass. You approach the case and discover a full suit of jade armour, made to cover 4 arms and an equal number of wings. 1 arm is missing its gauntlet. As you grow nearer, the gauntlet's buzz grows louder and the glass case shatters. The crash draws the real modifier called Gauntlet's power. The crash draws the attention of others who pass through the rift. An ogre stands at one end of your aisle, a halfling in a hooded cape at the other. As they approach, you hear a shout from above. Jeremy Dunton stands atop a glass case, surrounded by several floating multicoloured spheres. He lets out his battle cry and slips from the case, falling to the floor. "Defend me!" he shouts, and the spheres light up, encircling him with flashing multicoloured light. We are D4. Reveal the Jeremy Dunton enemy card. Sorry, Jeremy, not your friend anymore.
This is just madness.
Poor Jeremy, we saved him so many times. Reveal the Rose enemy card. What? Where's she? Oh, that's the ogre. I thought
she's like the shopkeeper, and she's
yeah.
part of the Starlit Door.
Oh, she's Starlit Door, yeah. If we have aid to ogre, reveal rare card 6.
We once did.
We still have, haven't we? We've done troll, haven't we? Now we're doing ogre. This is the ogre we helped that was climbing over the wall at the beginning. Rare card 6. Reveal the Sphere 50 enemy card. At least nobody's got a modifier. Good old Tog. Yeah, Rose did blow something up. Starlit Door. She was the blacksmith in the place in like the second scenario. You stand with the ogre as he faces off against a cloaked halfling woman, Lord Dunton and his strange collection of spheres. Sorry, Dunton. Things have changed.
I think that's a shame.
It's a shame that one decision, like, we've made friends throughout, but I suppose we're fighting for...
Yeah, I guess.
What we
it's
believe.
just a shame that it comes down to...
killing your friends.
Being really simplistic at the end. That, like, all the choices we made early on...
Yeah, can't we convince him, like, do a little check, convince him to be on our side?
I'd hope for. But anyway. So There's a lot of white.
True, Matt.
We could maybe... Or green. Black is the thing we can't convert to. But we could probably get... We probably just want to do black then, don't we?
Yeah, get 3 black. We get 3 other dice because we've now got a combat limit of 6. So I'll pay 2. I'm gonna get. Oh, don't forget we're getting this. Todd gives us a black.
I haven't paid for one.
Oh.
So we've paid for 2 dice so far. Do we want to pay for others? I think random would be alright, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just go random. Yeah, we do get to kill people who befriended and trusted us. Poor Jeremy. He just said to help him as well. He wants us to defend him and we're going to stab him.
Oh, was I psionic in black? It was like...
I don't know, you didn't say you were going to do that, but you probably were.
The numbers as well are so much lower than the other combats. Like Jeremy... Like the number of dice and the total damage that things are doing.
Well, Jeremy's a pleb.
Yeah, but like in total in the whole combat, the one with the megapede and stuff was like twice as much or something. I suppose you could go and have a look. But I'm not gonna. So, I've got a red 3. I've got a black 2.
So you didn't call out psionic.
Yeah.
So we're doomed.
But it would have helped like 2 black die.
I know. Just saying. Just saying.
So, we're going to just have to get a load of dice out.
I can re-roll every dice in the dice pool.
Just get a load of dice out first then.
That is a one trick pony, but I can do that. You can, haven't you got that card as well?
There's the weasel. Black 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, are you putting any dice in?
Yeah. So I could add a red, but we need one more red.
Screech owl.
Maybe the ancient turtle.
It could be turned into something though, can't it? We need a
Oh,
lot
I've
of
got
cards.
this. It's 2 reds, remember? 2 reds.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, that's no good. Okay, 2 reds. How have you got them?
Yeah. Oh. 5s? No.
Not in the minute. What's going to be? I can add a green or a purple. Green?
Green.
That's 2.
Green 5.
Aye.
Okay then.
Oh, hang on. Perhaps save that for a reroll. Although we need, I don't know, what do you want to? We equally need a lot of red, white and green. Although we've got loads of green there, haven't we? So
Don't put anything on that space.
maybe save it. So am I rerolling all of them? Goodbye. That's
It says
for
you can
this
do it
game.
twice, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, you may repeat this effect once. Immediately, or are we allowed to place dice in the middle
I'm not
of
really
it?
sure.
Well, it doesn't say either way, so I guess we just call it how we see it.
They're not in the dice pool anymore if they've been taken out. What do we need for green? 3,
Yeah.
4. There's a 5. What do we need for black?
Where's
4
the
and
white?
6. No. I should put it out.
Oh,
had
it's
one.
only I had 1. Okay.
So, can you turn things white?
So we're saying I'm just doing that one time.
We could do it again, can't we?
Okay.
Are we allowed to play things in between?
I would say. Well, it doesn't say no, so I'm just saying yes. Why not? Why do I want me to add? A green.
Turning things white.
I think I can do that. I could turn a red into anything. For future reference.
Yeah, do that with the.
And anything into a white.
Do that with
And
a
a
4.
2
then.
or a 5 into a white.
We only need 1.
Same. Are the options?
So that's 3 damage, and then he's dead.
Why have I got through 2 of these?
Because you're doing chaotic. And
Oh
you're doing that.
yeah.
So reroll them again. So what did we need?
Red
No.
3. Red 3.
Okay, so can we turn that black white? You've got to turn things white, haven't you?
Yeah.
How much damage is Rose doing by herself? 5, 6, 7, 10. We're not going to be able to kill her though.
No. We should mitigate what damage we can.
So you can turn that white.
Yeah.
That's 4 damage on that sphere. But we don't necessarily need to kill it.
Oh, because it's not even going to...
Let's try and get... It's just we've only got a couple of dice left,
I
haven't
can
we?
turn a 2 or a 5 into white. If you
Oh,
can
okay.
then adjust, but yeah, I can't do anything unless it's that bonus play.
I can just turn that white. And then we can't turn things black, can we? We've only got 1 bonus play.
I can turn anything, a 2 and a 5 into any colour.
Yeah, we haven't got... we don't need a 2 though, do we?
No.
So we're probably best off
What's no? Oh, can't do it. I've got a card. I think that's me. Let me
I
flip
can
that.
turn. So I could do this from my wisdom and turn them both 4s. And then that's the right colour. Can we turn one more thing white? I think we've used all our opportunities of that.
I don't think I can turn it white.
So I might have been better off doing 6s.
Change your mind then? No.
Yeah, I'll do 6s then. That can go there. And then can we turn it this blue?
If you can't, I can, but I'll need that last bonus play.
Yeah, we both will.
Oh, there you go then.
So that can at least go on there. At least those 2 are dead. He does
2, 3,
6.
4, 5, 6.
And then the next round we get
that's gone
after
for this
building the dance
game.
floor.
Okay, gone forever, I guess.
And then a green and a black. So that, and just tick that up. Between us, we must have a card that does that.
Yeah.
For 5 XP and 5 money. Something for poor Dunton. It's a shame. We could at least have made him abstain from the fight, I feel like. It's kind of rubbish anyway. Right. So that's number 3. Back to...
Read the story first. Where are we? I think that's a bookmark. So we've taken control of the area, D8. If we have aid to Ogre,
Yep.
go to D14. Your old friend Tog lifts you off the ground with a great rib-crushing hug. As well as you can make out from his excited rambling, he's saying how happy he is to have the honour to fight by your side. Tog watches as you return the buzzing gauntlet to its suit of armour. The glass of many smashed cases litters the aisle. In the debris, Lord Duntam and the halfling woman lie dead. Duntam's fallen spheres have grown dark. Hi, Marty. Oh. Return the jade artifact. Marty's sad about Duntam. Return Peacemaker. Oh no, if you have Peacemaker, go to D20. Are we Duntam Clan restored as well?
Mm-hmm. I know that we did Peacemaker instead of that.
Oh, okay.
You can only have one.
Oh, yeah. You helped Lord Jeremy Duntam return his family to their home at Castle Carnival, and he was deeply grateful to you for that. Jeremy was a bit of a klutz and a wayward son, but he loved his family and went to great lengths in an effort to find and restore his sister, Annabelle, who was lost to a cruel curse. He will be missed by Duntams everywhere. I mean, if that was the pig. Return Duntam's acquaintance to the deck. If Rose is revealed and you have a saboteur's accomplice...
I thought we had some... Oh, yeah, there.
Go to D21.
We accidentally helped her.
Yeah, we helped her by accident.
We didn't mean to.
Miss Rose, blacksmith from Jolev and member of the Starlit Door, was a mysterious person. She kept secrets in her shop, even from those she trusted. Along with her smithery, she concocted explosives of great power, which she deployed at Taron's arena to fill the streets of Sebek with chaos, while her fellow cultists looted the temple. Knowing her role in this plot, you aided her escape. She thought kindly of you for that, and hoped you would aid her in the battle for Brazor Wall. Return Saboteur's accomplice and Smith's hammer to the title deck. If the Tog enemy note, D19. We are friends with Tog. Oh, D19. The armour springs to life as a luminous spirit fills it. It spreads its wings and stretches its arms and legs. After reporting to you in a strange series of buzzes and beeps, it launches into the air and lets out a bone-piercing shriek, shattering the cases of every specimen in the room. You hear many machines and creatures returning to life. The armour reports back to you, apparently pleased to have been of use. You ask the armour to stand watch here, and it buzzes a reply while handing you a glowing green runestone. You thank it and return to Elsifor's tent.
I didn't do that either. We should have had an extra green at each of those rounds. It would have mattered much.
I think I added a green, but that was it. A1 again. So it's secrets. A8. Right. So erase secrets. And then A20. Marty's up to something.
Just trying to get in the box under the thing.
Marty, please.
And then give it a read.
Okay. Elsifor reclines on his sofa, a crystal ball in one hand. He taps it occasionally and it flips through visions of different skirmishes in the battle. You know I once heard Mirandor's cousin say that there's no such thing as a secret since all truths can be discovered by the student of the mind. But what do you think she'd say if her collection of wormling bones were to suddenly resurface? I think this breakdown at Micto could be good fun. Elsifor slides a bead across the bottom row of his abacus, indicating a victory for the Dragul, and then returns to flipping through the battle on his crystal ball. What? Have I read the right one?
Red Secrets, A8.
Yeah, but he's on about the rune bones. We haven't done the rune bones. So does he mean that the rune bones should be at Micto, the plane of death, because they're bones? But that doesn't make sense because of the colour.
No, there's no... There are
Maybe
a
he's
couple
just
of
giving us
corrections,
hints,
not
but
there.
I don't know.
It doesn't really matter.
We've got both anyway, I guess we'll find out. Okay, advanced character and... Is that 2 XP?
Yeah. And then... we can't afford to level up. How much money have we got?
6.
So... the Horned Viper is 6. Black or green. Harpoon, up or down a black. Selfish, turn a 1 into anything. Open a lock, 3 into a 1 or a 6, and it would be quite expensive still for any of us. Pull a random dice out and turn it to a 6. And then Ring of Charity, give someone else a card. I don't know. What do you think?
The pull a random dice out and make it a number seems cool.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's it then. So we're going to the plane of death. Do you want to do the plane of life or the plane of death?
Death, obviously. Sinister.
Just need the cube at some point.
Your turn.
You enter a black rift and find yourself in a flat white plane that spreads endlessly beneath an unbroken grey sky. The only deviation in this uniform landscape is a massive black levitating obelisk, which rotates slowly in place. There are no signs or shapes carved into the obelisk. It is a plain, unblemished presence in an otherwise empty world. A mist creeps toward the obelisk and takes form near its base. You recognise the sharp ears and leathery wings of a vampire. It reaches out and touches the rotating stone. As if in response, the obelisk sprouts an eyeball, then several more. A ghost eater squeezes its way out of the dark stone and joins the vampire. Yep, got the artifact card. While you're distracted by the vampire, your pack floats off your back and settles beside you. It opens itself and releases the onyx cube, which shines a pale blue beam of light toward the obelisk, revealing a small square gap in one of its sides. The obelisk immediately stops rotating and remains firmly facing the cube. The horrible stillness of this plane is now complete. Reveal modifier card Cube's mystery. The vampire and ghost eater charge towards you. Behind you, Gimlix and a member of the King's Guard fall through the rift, locked in combat with each other. When they see the onyx cube, they race towards it. All combatants are locked on you and your levitating cube.
Gimlix is back. Not his friend, though.
Nope.
It's G5 for warrior.
Zalek. I don't think we've
We
got
haven't
anything to do
seen
with Zalek.
anything. God.
Vampires. We haven't got vampire. Oh, we got Vampire's Prey. Yeah, we've got Vampire's Prey.
That's with us. He's following us, isn't he?
So 56 and 20.
Oh. You fall back from the rift and stand with the vampire and his ghost eater as Gimlix and the soldier of Narlos charge toward you.
Okay, maybe we'll have to fight the vampire afterwards, but it seems this one's easier. There's only two things for a start. I haven't seen them yet. Yeah. A god with no modifiers.
Yeah. If it's legendary, then you would have a modifier.
Yeah, but still, it seems a bit wonky.
Well, I suppose you're not supposed to win them all, are you?
Yeah, but this one is like our first combat,
But
bafflingly
where
easy.
we lost, I'm pretty sure, like, either the King's Favour or the Starlit Door were heavily winning.
Yeah, like the Dragul were already winning the West.
Yeah.
So we had one really easy one at the start, but the second one we went to was more
Yeah,
difficult.
Gimlix doesn't seem that strong, does he, really?
Maybe there's an easy and a hard one there every time, but
Yeah.
this seems strange. But the hard one with the king seemed a lot harder than the others. So,
Anywho,
is it worth spending anything?
now we're going to get one of these colours here. We're going to get a white, a green and a black.
I'm not going to bother then. 4, 5, 6.
Throw
And then we
caution
get
to the wind.
two black, a green,
Oh,
and a
yeah.
white.
2 black.
The blue 5.
Black 3.
Can we
Well,
flip
that
a blue?
was a bit of a charm. I can do something with my rune things. Just bear with me. My rune, I can flip a black. This is all one thing. Up or down or re-roll a blue. Oh, that's a shame. I can flip a blue anyway. Remember. I can flip or re-roll a white. Which would be useful. What about if I do it to a black as well? Not useful.
I think we just get all
Shall I?
get them all and re-roll them again.
Okay.
Get loads of dice out.
Whilst we need a red, I can give you 2 red.
Weasel 2. There we go.
2 red. It's so hard to find
2 and a 4.
card. 2, yeah. I know, I've got it. I can add a green, I think. Add a green?
Yeah. I'll do the owl. 1, 3.
1.
And then,
should we
is
just
that all the
reroll?
colours that we need?
Black. We need another black. And no, we've got a white. Have we got a blue? Yes. Have we got a red and a green? Yes. Reroll. Why not?
So, chaotic. Reroll all the dice. So we got anything there we can use? Nothing.
Annoying. One more time. Blue. Right,
Nope.
okay, we've got a situation.
So,
So,
take down a blue one.
What if I... What can I do with that? I can tick up and down a blue. Can I do anything to a black? Not useful. Or a white. Would it help if I flip them?
Can you flip a green?
Yeah, but I'm sure if I can make it a 6.
Just do that then. We can't turn things black though, can we?
I can
Doesn't
turn
matter.
a red into a black.
Yeah, do that then. Just flip that green. Have you done that first? We'll turn that red into a black.
Flip the green anyway with this.
Yeah.
Turn the red into a black.
And then I can spend 2 wisdom to turn all of the dice into
5s.
5s. Wait a minute, that needs to be a 1, doesn't it? Can you take down the blue first?
Yeah.
Turn everything into 5s. So we don't really need to do them all up because that's done now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's a black. That red's a black. So there we go. That's 3 XP and 3 gold.
Yeah. That's that. That peeps.
Done. And so that's 4. Chaotic's gone. Surely, are we going to have to fight the vampire? That would make sense. If that's why the combat was easier, because we're going to have to fight the vampire now.
G10. Do we have the vampire's thrall?
Nope.
Or infected? No. We
Nope.
do have vampire's prey. 17.
You strike down Gimlix and the King's Guard soldier. As they fall, their bodies vanish. Only their spirits remain, seemingly in a state of rest as they drift towards the obelisk and are absorbed into the stone. Lord Roctor's disdain for you is apparent. He keeps his distance. You are right to serve the Dragul cause, he tells you, despite your impudence in Undercity. When the gate opens and the path to my home plane is clear, perhaps I will take you there. One of the other lords may have some use for you. Lord Roctor watches as you escort the Onyx Cube to the base of the obelisk. It floats upward and secures itself firmly into place.
So he's not staying with us because doesn't really like us. We do have capture of Gimlix, don't we? Or we captured him, didn't we?
Yeah. Return it. You should turn to the next page. So we did imprison Gimlix for a bit. With the Onyx Cube in place, the obelisk is complete. It opens slowly, with each of its faces unfolding like petals of a flower. A painfully harsh light and wind race forth from the first cracks between these petals, and their force shakes the entire plane with violence. The sky is filled with a strange snow of spirits, awake now and softly drifting downward. When they touch the ground, the world is flooded with colour and visions from their many lives. The base of the obelisk slowly parts as well, but no gale of spirits showers forth from it. Instead, a simple black granite runestone floats to the ground. You collect it and walk victorious back through the rift to Elsifor's tent.
Mm, 19. Go to A1. And we've just done death.
There we go.
So erase the word death. 29.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We're supposed to erase the word black just because we've got black rune twice now.
No, we've got black rune and blue rune. Oh. When did you write that?
Just, it said write it.
I already wrote it while you were reading.
Oh.
So we don't need it twice now.
You trade it. Hey, Monica.
Elsifor sits near a low
Grand
table,
finale.
playing a game of soldiers with a duplicate of himself. Their battle map resembles Brazil Wall. Gimlix is dead, I understand, he says to you. Very good. He was always too much the optimist for my taste. Elsifor slides a bead across the bottom row of his abacus, indicating a victory for the Dragool, then considers the position of his troops. Let me ask your advice. I am playing as the Starlit Door. I have the lavender pigment, but no other relevant artefacts. The Horn of Cathandor was not as helpful as anticipated. Neblis, Ephraim, and Hoshek are all under my control. What's my next move? Elsifor doesn't wait long for your answer. He's absorbed in his game, lost in thought. Already done it, mate. Right,
A30.
we have done all 4 banners. A30. Could have done a more dramatic reveal than just saying A30. A great peal of thunder rolls through the sky above Brazil Wall. You sense a wave of energy washing over the battlefield and run to look outward through the flap of Elsifor's tent. A multicoloured flame spins within the gigantic stone arch at the centre of Brazil Wall. Elsifor floats up behind you. Well, look at that, he says. The gate is open. How's the battle going for you anyway? Record the keyword, wall.
Here we go.
50 and 51. I put an XP on H. The open gate. Moving to location H will trigger the end of this adventure. Whichever faction controls the majority of the rifts will win the battle and control the gate of Brazil Wall. Rest, advance your character or move. So we could go and do the other one. If you wanted.
We could. We should rest. Probably don't need much of a rest, do we? Have a 1 XP
We
rest.
only got 3 damage.
4.
1.
I think we're already winning, aren't we?
Yeah.
We can't be winning anymore. Monica, you've got to swim 2,900 metres to your fridge. Get a bit closer. Get a floating one. Get a little beer fridge in a dinghy.
So not
Life
interested
streams is the
in
best
going to the plane of life.
We can do.
I don't mind. Let's go to the open gate then.
Let's look at what's in the gate.
What if we have to kill someone if we go there? Like, what if we have to kill another friend, you know? So maybe we shouldn't go there. F-O-H. End of the game.
Here we go.
You approach the gate of Brazil Wall. A fluctuating rainbow of energy fills a circular space defined by an ancient stone. We did rest. Each sliver of colour dances with visions from another plane. Slowly, an otherworldly electricity fills the air. Sand and small bits of rubble slide toward the gate as if drawn to its power. Colour drains from the world around you as the gate grows brighter. It is as if your Ulos has always been a dream of this ancient gate, and it is now waking, absorbing your world back into itself like a foggy memory. Then the earth shakes. The gate suddenly unleashes light and wind across Brazil Wall. The entire battlefield and every combatant is now awash in an eerie glow. Even the spirits of those who have fallen rise up to watch as the swirling energy expands forward like an oily bubble, slowly shifting into the shape of a towering spectral dragon. Azima steps forward, dwarfing even the largest of Virandor's brood. Each of her ghostly rainbow scales contains the entirety of another world. It is as if her spirit were composed of the planar verse itself. Examine the banners on the map to see who has the most. Us. So we go to H3. There's proof. Do we have the title Dragul Warrior?
Yes.
I just don't know. Don't want to reveal all the stuff. You approach the open gate with the other Dragul warriors and you kneel in reverence. You have won the war and prepare yourself to receive Azima's power. Dead silence falls over Brazil Wall as every soul in Ulos watches and waits. Azima looks down on you, her eyes shining into yours with the colours of a million worlds. Then she opens her mouth and drowns you in a blast of spiritual fire. Azima's blessing is one of power and light, and it threatens to tear your soul to pieces. Reveal title card 101.
Dragul Unvanquished.
Reveal discovery cards 53 and 54 and put them near the party journal to form the unique skill check. This skill check requires placing 12 dice in rows, so the sum of the 2 dice on the right equals the sum of the 2 on the left. Yeah. After building the dice pool for this skill check, examine the party journal. For each keyword recorded that ends in rune, add an extra die to the dice pool that matches the colour of the keyword. Skill check, Blessing of Azima's Power. Combat dice limit is increased by 2. Combat dice?
What?
Does that mean we get 2 extra?
Does just mean the dice limit in general is?
I would assume so, else what was the point?
So 8. So we are getting a purple, blue, black and green.
Yeah. Oh, they're
So
the
what-
runes.
So what's hardest to manipulate?
Black.
There's 2 of everything, isn't there?
Yeah.
No, black I've got rerolls for. Black and purple.
Green.
And red and white. It's blue and green that are the
Yeah, blue
hardest.
and green.
I suppose I'll use... We'll pay for a green. And I'll use psionic on green.
I think I can turn things into 6s.
On blue.
Yeah. Let me just triple check that. $5. Oh no, hang on. That was probably an artifact. So I can't do that. It doesn't matter either way.
I'll do green. So should we buy anything else?
Just go random.
Well, we could just
Or do
pay,
you wanna-
couldn't we? There's no point in not paying at this point, is there? I'll add 2 purple.
Okay. Yeah, but
No, I'll add 1 purple. Because we've got 1 there. Why wouldn't we just
they're
pay for
extra,
them?
aren't we? I was confused. Yeah, white. How many whites shall I buy?
You buy 1 and I'll buy 1.
I was thinking we had already reached the limit.
Then you could buy a black.
Yeah.
So then are we there?
1, 2, 3, that's 6. But remember, we've got a blessing.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm saying have we got enough for everything? So we've got 2 greens, we've got 2
Red.
purples. So yeah, buy reds then. I'll buy a red.
Mm-hmm.
And then all we need to do is manipulate numbers, isn't it? We haven't got the complete reroll, unfortunately.
What have you used that on? Green?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, blue. No, you said blue, didn't you?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, what one?
The allies only apply to combat.
So green. They can be anything. So 6, but we have to decide now.
So
How
what?
about Purple.
What purple have we got? 5. So they need to make
add up to
9.
Yeah.
So 4 then.
Okay.
So that's done. So the other purple needs to be a 4.
So we've got a 5 there. We've got some of what we need here.
On my purple tick down card. Tick down a purple by 1.
Yeah.
And then
Where's
there we
the
go.
black? You already have one
I
black.
thought we had no,
is it
one's there.
Oh,
That's fine.
Well, we
That's
need
exactly
that.
what we need.
we need this.
6
How
and
did that
4
end
is
up
what we
there?
need. And then we've just
So-
got to adjust these. So you can re-roll whites, can't you? But can we make these blues something else? Can we re-roll or anything like that?
I can up or down a blue. I can make anything a 3.
I can. Can't I make anything a 5? And that was the Onyx thing,
Yeah,
wasn't
we've
it, that I've
lost a
talked
lot
about?
of our precise.
Tick something up or down. Yeah, can we flip?
I can't flip. Yeah. You want to flip it? I can
Can
flip
we?
it.
You can flip it with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt. Well, yeah, if you flip that 2, then that makes 7.
Okay, do that.
Then we've just got to get that 1 to be a 4. And I can just thingy, can't I? I can scribe, return 2 stamina from here. This should be... Oh yeah, I've spent it. Return 2 stamina from here to turn all the dice in the dice pool to 4s.
Nailed it.
There we go. Keep on reading. Oh.
You withstand Azima's power and receive her wisdom. Azima's blessing washes over you, cleansing your soul and filling you with wisdom and power. You have been burned alive and made anew. Incredible power radiates from your fingertips as Azima's breath flows through you. Your enemies flee before you, leaving Brazil Wall under your complete control. Azima's fire dissipates. Her form expands to a point of tension and then bursts, showering the area with vibrant droplets of light. Accordingly, the radiating power fades from your form as a voice speaks from deep within you. Be well, my children. As I bless you, so must you bless each other. The 6 rifts that broke the landscape now close. With Azima's presence gone from the gate, it now hums with potential. You place your runestones into slots hewn into the gate's threshold. Brazil Wall is unlocked. It will respond to your commands, opening passage to any world in the planar verse. Reveal title card 98.
Azima's blessing.
Turn to the end. I was just going to say there's the picture of Azima, but it's on the card as well. Big, big dragon. The end. The battle for Brazil Wall forever altered your world and its place in the planar verse. Azima came, offered her blessing, and spread her spirit across the land. Those who gained control of the gate used it to expand their own power rather than for the good of it all. And as time went by, a new order settled over Ulos. Return discovery cards 53 and 54 to the deck.
That was the check we just did.
That's just there. Oh, okay. Do we have Narlos Triumphant and Defender? No, we're not Defender, are we?
Nope.
Defender and Narlos. No.
So it's
Here we
who
go.
won and
Yeah,
were you aligned with
Here
them?
we are. A Dragul victory at Razor Wall ushered in a new era for Ulos. Narlos has been destroyed, the Starlit Door obliterated, and the Dragul Council rules over all. The Dragul city-states are now in constant contact with the home plane of every Dragul race. New Dragul enter Ulos freely, bringing their magics and technologies. Commerce flows to and from Ulos through the gate, and so the Dragul increase their wealth and security. For your role in establishing this new order, the Dragul have awarded you an elite position in their exploratory forces. You have been given wealth and land, but more importantly, you have access to the gate. At any time and for any reason, you may travel to any world in the Planarverse. Tasked with discovering new sources of wealth and power, you travel with your Dragul allies to worlds unknown and bring back the best of what you find there. Azima's blessing. New power courses through you. Your every thought and sensation are enhanced. You feel strong, connected. A force greater than your own fills the universe and makes its home in you. Each day you sense this power expanding. You've yet to test its full limits and discover all of its uses. Did we betray Tarek, or we just got nothing
We've got
for
nothing
Tarek?
to do with...
Okay.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got nothing to do with Tara. Because weren't we asked for one of those encounters just? Yeah. I think we abandoned him in the prison and then never heard about it again. Empty vessel?
Yeah. I don't think so.
No.
That's it then. Conclusion. Ulos has been reshaped by the opening of the gate at Razor Wall, but it has also been altered in more subtle ways by Azima's return. Spread across the world, her spirit brings new life and light to all things. One day at dawn, you are awoken by an overwhelming sense of Azima's presence. It draws you to your feet and calls you back to Razor Wall. I once left this world, and now it is time for you to do the same. With remarkable haste, you find yourself rushing toward the gate between worlds. You fly past guards and travellers, all of whom fail to notice your presence. A glittering wind surrounds you and pushes you onward. Razor Wall's lights swirl and reach out to you, and you leap forward to meet its embrace. Then you plummet unguided through utter darkness, spinning out to the far reaches of the Planarverse. Clean up the adventure and save your characters.
Okay. Our characters will be saved for some future generations.
But they are
But for now,
gone forever in the Planarverse.
yeah, Salka got Azima's blessing and is in charge of everything.
No. I think fine.
Rogash just rages in the slums somewhere.
No, that's it now. We're gone. We've gone.
Got power.
We're in the utter darkness now. We've left. Azima told us.
Unlimited power. We did it though.
We've left the world. We can't stay there. We've got to just not stay there.
We've defeated, against all odds, we've defeated everything, taken control of all of the world, and remade it in our image, I think. Probably. Sounds
no,
about
we're just
like
helping
what
the
just
Dragul.
happened.
No.
We've restored the Dragul.
I think you've misunderstood the story.
Some questionable things happened. Some sad story things happened.
Poor Dunton.
Yeah.
I'm really sad about Dunton.
I think, yeah.
Marty was sad about Dunton.
Yeah. I would have liked some kind of skill check to convince Dunton to just, not necessarily side, but abstain from the fight so he didn't have to kill him. After we've had so many encounters with him, and it would have been nice. I thought something would happen with the vampire, of some kind of like revenge fight, because we had such an easy fight before him where he helped us for some reason. I thought then there would be like
team.
Kind of, yeah.
But then he said he didn't stay with us, and then he said, when this is all over, I'll take you back to my realm where I'll find a use for you.
Yeah, but we're in charge of everything now. He's not finding no uses for anything. We're gonna dismantle Elthapor.
The cat is just...
Yeah, I don't think the cat ever came back into it.
Following us around for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I don't think we were ever asked about the cat.
No, we did something with it last game, yeah.
I think the cat did come back briefly. I think everything came back At least once it was referenced again. But like that horn that we stole, it was referenced a couple of times and then never again. But I think it's just like, yeah, some like Duntum is like important and comes back, and was a cool guy. But yeah, it's mainly fights, isn't it, for the big finale and one skill check at the very, very, very end.
It was a war. I mean, just a shame that we couldn't convince our friends like we had Thingy's respect as well, and like Mowler's respect and somebody else's esteem.
Yeah,
What's his name?
It'd be nice to have like.
And I know they're our enemies. They were Starlit Door, or King's Favour, but yeah.
Yeah, and usually
we
there was
made a good friendship.
Like a lot of the time there was a choice, wasn't there, between combat and skill checks, or like 2 skill checks and things like that. Whereas like,
yeah,
if you hadn't geared yourself up even a bit
Annabelle
for combat,
was the pig, and she was Duntum's sister.
Yeah, because like that's weird as well, because it's telling us all these things. Like we did that.
Yeah.
Like he was searching for a sister. We saved a sister. We did it all for him, but then we just killed him, and he was rubbish. Like we had to fight him as well when we when we made the family live with the Satyrs in the mansion. We
That's when we saved her, wasn't it? Was that the same scenario?
we had to fight Duntum though to get his papers for the house, and then we could have even either given them to the Satyrs, but we did a check and convinced them to live together in kind of harmony. Yeah, and
They were happy though.
Annabelle was the sister, wasn't she?
Yeah, the pig, his sister, turned into a pig by
we
someone
saved her.
crazy.
Yeah, we looked out for that pig all the way through, and we saved her in
Multiple
episode
times.
9 or whatever it was when we turned her back. We made the witch turn her back. But there we go. The epic journey across 12 episodes.
That's it now.
That's the whole of Role Player Adventures.
You won't see me
and
ever
maybe
again.
there'll be another part. Rach is
That's it now.
never appearing in anything again, apparently. So, there we go. You had a little bit of story time, and that is it. Oh, a different playthrough where they didn't save her. Yeah. I think he's fine with that, but I think that I think he was okay with that. They learned to live with the Satyrs. That's what we used our powers for good for, are blessed and everything, where we can reshape the world. We made everyone live all happily ever after in peace, apart from the people that perhaps unnecessarily died on the way. But that's what they get for messing with us. That's what they get for messing with us.
That's war.
But yeah, I think he'd be alright with that. But yeah, if we played it again, we could do a completely different thing. Where
when we started
there's so many bits where we kind of skipped. There was 2 adventures, wasn't there, where we didn't see a place at all. We didn't go to a location at all before it disappeared, and there were huge chunks of the books.
I know something happens with Zalek as well.
Yeah, there were huge chunks of the books that we just like. Did you have this thing? Nope. Then we just had to skip through. Oh, hi, Jamie.
Like, we were in our other playthrough that we started before we started this. I think we were going to go Starlit Door.
Yeah, we were intrigued by the Starlit Door, and then in this playthrough, we decided to go
King's Favour. Did we?
I think we'd started to feel bad for the Dragool and started helping them, and then the more we found out, the less we wanted to help the Starlit Door. But were you, without spoilers, were you happy with your choice of Starlit Door? I imagine that whatever you choose, there's like it's not.
If you've gone all in.
Yeah, I can't imagine that the game is gonna suddenly go, and they were evil, haha. Like it's whatever you chose, there's gonna be some kind of good for everyone, isn't there? But like it's strange because like Starlit Door want like as far as we've seen it from kind of the Dragool point of view, we have our perspective is that the Starlit Door just want to throw open the Planarverse and let whatever happen. The Kings just want to kill the Dragool, and the Dragool just kind of want to be left alone. But their search for knowledge. Yeah, I imagine that. Yeah, our more of what we've read as well has been framed by the fact that we were helping the Dragool. So probably more Dragool people talk to us about the Starlit Door, and they hate the Starlit Door. Whereas if we'd have heard about it more from people involved, we'd have probably found out more about this stuff. But yeah, we got thrashed by the King in this fight, but other than that, we managed to unite the Planarverse, and everyone lived happily ever after. Until, maybe, it's told us to save the characters. Maybe there's something more
Maybe
in the
Rogash
future.
will come back.
Yeah, maybe Salka and Rogash will return in some other form.
And we'll save our tattoos until then.
Yeah. Next time, the tattoos will go on. Anytime a game asks us to put temporary
We
tattoos
can
on.
have like a proper classy neck tattoo.
Yeah, I'll read one paragraph ahead and realise we need to do this. It was a surprise. Otherwise, that would have been cool to do. But
It could have been like a reveal, like, oh, but no.
Yeah.
Ruined.
But yeah, as for like, I think that's not that, Pandemic Legacy, the things you unlock tend to be, stickers and cards and things like that. But like in terms of wild components, I think of this, like temporary tattoos for the finale is a really cool thing. And I'm not going to spoil it, but a box in Charterstone. I'll tell you in a minute, right?
Yeah. When you tell me, I'll remember.
You'll remember straight away.
I'll remember.
But yeah, there's a box in Charterstone with a component that I don't think anyone could expect. But yeah, and there's who knows what the future holds for what streams happen. But there's a whole load of legacy boxes involved in Aeon's End, isn't there? Aeon's End Legacy 2 in its enormous box full of stuff. Who knows though? We've got loads of Aeon's End. We wanted to play before that. But where's all the time for all this stuff? Anyway, we're going to have to do... Jamie knows what I'm talking about. Well, of course Jamie knows. But yeah, I think for the surprise components you'd never expect, it's got to be those. Steve knows what I'm talking about. Like, yeah. I didn't turn the game on its head, but yeah. Turns your expectations on its head. Yeah, who expected? Just as I needed a snack in the middle of Charterstone, there was that Mars bar there. Who knew there was a selection box hidden in that box? But yes, we are going to go and probably hunt for food. We will be back. Well, I'll be back next week. Who knows what's going to happen on Fridays now? Who knows if Rach is going to be involved with whatever else happens? We'll give you a PO box to send all your postcards to appeal for Rach to make a return in something else. But yeah, we don't know. We haven't really thought about it beyond being excited for the last one of this, really. On Monday, all of the various social media and stuff will get some kind of post of what I'm doing next week. As I said, there's going to be the thing, isn't there? There's going to be the vlog, the recap on Tuesday with a vote for what's coming up in February, Patreon vote. And yeah, there'll be cool games, won't there? Maybe we'll do some Tabanusi or something like that. I'll see what was going on in the vote. Just reset and do Roleplayer Adventures again next Friday. Maybe. Probably not. One day we will, I don't intend on getting rid of it. We've just done another go of Sleeping Gods at 4 players, which went well at times. And yeah, so it'd be good to dip back into these things, especially there's loads and loads of this we know just from what we've skipped past. There's loads we haven't seen. So it'll be good to go a completely different way next time with different characters, different choices, a different main path. And we kind of know some of the things to do. We know some of the things that we might not do again. Like if we don't want to help the Starlit Door, don't help the person that's setting a bomb. I don't think we meant to help. I don't know how we accidentally helped her.
It was an accident.
Yeah,
We were a bit annoyed.
But yes, there will be things, there'll be videos. Thank you everyone for watching, especially the end of this epic campaign, the 12 episodes of it.
Especially
if
if
you've seen them all.
all 12
Wow.
live.
Hey,
Wow.
I sat through all 12 live. So yes, we'll be back soon with more things, basically. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone that follows and subscribes. And if you'd like to support us, patreon.com/slickerdrips. Any support there will be massively appreciated. And is how all of this happens. But you just got now or never. That's the third one in, above and below, near and far. The third one to it is now or never.
I wonder what they'll do for a fourth one.
I think it's the end of a trilogy, isn't it?
Before and after.
But yeah, I'm up for I really like the kind of the more story and exploration of Sleeping Gods. Although some things, yeah, get frustrating. That might just be playing it all loads in one go. Sleeping Gods is great though, isn't it? Roleplayer Adventures is great. let's play some more great games in the very near future. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you very, 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 very soon. And hopefully this credits button will work. Say bye, Marty. He's not even on camera.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.